Nelson Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, dedicated Toastmasters, and to be Toastmasters. I am Toastmaster Anurag, and I am the Sergeant at Arms for the evening. I welcome you all to the 96th meeting of Virtual Masters Club. Woohoo! Now, to have a smooth meeting, we have some ground rules. Please put yourself on mute when you are not speaking. Do not write anything inappropriate in the chat box. If you are on a video mode, kindly ensure that you are sitting in a proper upright position. We do not talk about sex, religion, or politics in a derogatory manner. I would also request you all to put your phone on silent mode so that you don't get distracted during the meet. Now, as everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise, Virtual Masters Club also has a mission. The mission of our club is to provide a supportive and a positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Now, I would like to hand over the podium to someone who is magnanimous in his thoughts, generous in his action, and gentle in his words. He is none other than the president of our club. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Amrish. Toastmaster Amrish, the podium is all yours.
Thank you, Anurag. Such a wonderful introduction. It has improved my confidence that someone says such good thing about me. This week on 12th, we have celebrated birthday of Vivekanand and celebrated the day as the Youth Day. Why we celebrate this day? Because to honor the ideas and thoughts of Swamiji, who had tremendous faith in the youth, and our VMC is also full of youth. Even senior citizens are also youth here. Their contribution in our club, in meeting and EC, wherever you see it, you will feel that the courage and support what we are getting is of youth only. Vivekanand ji has given so many thoughts and quotes, but few of my favorite is that never think yourself weak. We should never think that we are weak. We are strong. That is why we are here. We are surviving in this world. Weak things cannot survive, whether it is a person, situation, or anything. Second, arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is reached. This is the common thing, but who stopped in between? He never reached to any location, any goal. Like if you want to go somewhere and stop in between, then we all know that we cannot reach to any destination. So until unless you don't reach to your goal, don't stop. Third is take risk in your life. If you win, you can lead. If you lose, you can guide. Contest season, many contestants, everybody is not winning, but the prospect and the guidance and the learning what we get from there has no comparison. So we should take learning from his quotes and try to follow the guidance given by Swami Vivekananda. Now moving further, I can see there are few guests in the meeting, so I like to introduction of them. May I know Salini Raman? How do you know? Come to know about the Toastmasters and what are you doing? Two things basically. Ma'am, you are on mute.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, can you hear me? Yeah. I got to know about this from Panna, and she very kindly, uh, you know, uh, I'm a guest speaker here thanks to Panna.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
yes.
And may
And
yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, you were saying something?
No, no, ma'am.
Okay. So I live in Bangalore, and I used to work in an advertising agency for about 12 to 13 years. I used to manage the information cell. And for the last 3 years, I've been involved with Talk to Me. I do voluntary work. I teach English online. And I like reading, I like gardening, and I like traveling. And I heard about the Toastmasters. And I've been wanting to work on my public speaking. So I thought I'll attend a session. And that's why I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good to know about your likings, and I am sure you will enjoy today. And looking forward to you in our further meetings also.
Thank you.
Ankit Srivastava. I need your introduction. For the
Yes,
meeting.
yes. I am a Toastmaster from IBM Blue Voice Toastmasters Club,
Okay, okay.
and I just joined in to enjoy the evening and to learn more from this club.
Thank you, Ankit, for joining us, and I'm sure you will enjoy this evening very much. We have Satya Priya Khanna. Can we have your introduction, please?
Hello everyone, I'm Satya Priya. So I'm from the IFT Kolkata Toastmasters Club, and I was working in TCS. There I started in the Toastmasters, so I've continued now here also.
Thank you for joining us. Hope you will have a good time today.
Thank you.
Okay, now moving further. I think Ayush, yes. May I have your introduction, Ayush? Please
Hi
switch on your
everyone.
camera if possible.
Yeah, sure.
And you are on mute, Ayush.
Hi everyone. Good evening. I am Ayush. I am from IFT Kolkata Toastmasters Club and looking forward to a great meeting.
Thank you, Ayush, for joining in. One more guest was there. Sweet. She will join back, then I'll talk to her. Now we have to move further in our meeting. So I have to introduce someone as a Timot who is an ex-banker, an MBA aspirant, and who has taken the tough task of introducing me in every meeting. Help me welcome with hundreds round of applause, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Anurag Jain.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrish, for your generous and kind words. Moving ahead with the meeting, or the way I would like to start it is by saying that, us humans have always looked at the heavens and wondered about the nature of the objects seen in the night sky. In the olden days, man worshipped sun and moon, thinking them to be sacred. But the scientists proved that the sun is a star and the moon is a planet, like any other planet. After the atomic age, man has entered the age of space travel. And with the development of rockets and the advances in electronics and other technologies in the 20th century, it became possible to send machines, animals, and then people above Earth's atmosphere into our outer space. Do you all wish to know how we can travel into the space? Is it even possible? Well, hold on to your horses. I will be coming to that part. But first, let me come back to our meeting. Now, in any Toastmasters meeting, we have three sections. First is the prepared speech section, where the speaker prepares his or her script, gets mentored, and then delivers his speech. Second is the table topic section or the impromptu section, where the table topic master chooses someone in the audience to come up on the podium and speak impromptu on any topic given by the table topic master for 1 to 2 minutes. The third and the final section is the evaluation section, wherein the general evaluator, along with his whole team, evaluates the entire meeting from the beginning till the end. And for this mammoth task, we have someone who is a veteran Toastmaster. He has taken up all the leadership roles in Toastmasters that one can imagine, from a club officer to the district director. He is none other than our beloved, our very own distinguished Toastmaster Satyadeep. Distinguished Toastmaster Satyadeep, can we have you on the podium?
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster on the day, Anurag. May I have a round of applause for Anurag. Anurag is looking exactly the same as he is in space right now. Completely flabbergasted, bewildered with the bewildered of being in space. Anyways, as a general evaluator, my job is to keep a tab on the entire session right from the beginning till the end. And in this humongous task, I will be assisted by three auxiliary role players or assignees who will be helping me in executing my role. Let me introduce them one by one. To begin with, the timer. Today, the timer's role is being played by Toastmaster Ajitesh. May I request Toastmaster Ajitesh to explain his role?
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Satyadeep. Whenever I think about space and time travel, it takes me to one of the episodes of Mahabharata, where you'll remember the first scene where time comes and says, Main samay hu. And today I think I have got the opportunity to say, Main samay hu. Yes, my friends. I'm not the time literally, but then I'm the timer for today. So as a timer, my duty is to time the prepared speeches, the table topics, and evaluations. For a prepared speech, the time allocated varies as per the project, and I believe today most of us have prepared speeches between 5 to 7 minutes. For table topics, the time allocated is 1 to 2 minutes, and for evaluation, the time allocated is 2 to 3 minutes. So every speaker must meet the specified time limit to qualify for the awards at the end of the meeting. I will display a green screen, and let me share my screen to show you how it would look. I hope everybody is able to see my screen. So I will be displaying a green screen at the minimum time, a yellow screen at the mean time, and a red screen at the maximum time. For prepared speeches and evaluation, the speaker has 30 seconds of grace before the minimum qualifying time and the maximum and after the maximum qualifying time. For table topic, there is no grace seconds. There is a grace seconds only after the red screen is displayed. All speakers who continue to speak beyond 30 seconds grace will not qualify for the voting time. When called upon the general evaluator, I will display the report as mentioned. Thank you, and over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Satyadeep.
Thank you, Ajitesh, for explaining the role. The next role player today is our counter, played by Toastmaster Rima. May I request Toastmaster Rima to explain her?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and future Toastmasters. Today, I'm going to play the role of our counter, and the purpose of my role is to note down the crutch words and filler sounds which will be used by the speaker during the meeting. During the meeting, I'll note down the crutch words such as and, but, so, like, you know, and the filler sounds such as I'll also note down whenever a speaker will repeat a word or phrase which is not required and of short and long pauses. I will give my report at the end of the meeting when I'll be called upon by the General Evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rima. My last role player for the day is the grammarian, played by Toastmaster Kshitij. Kshitij, can you explain your role?
Can you imagine the space without its vastness? Can you enjoy stargazing, but without the stars? Ladies and gentlemen, just like stars exemplify the view of a beautiful night sky, an apt and proper uses of grammar embodies the heart of your speech. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Kshitij, the grammarian of this session, and my role is to keep a note of some good and some not so good uses of English language. And also, it is my stellar duty to introduce you all to the word of the day, which is stellar. Stellar. It is an adjective, and the definition of this word is something related to stars, but in abstract or adjective form, it means something which is principal, leading, or outstanding. An example in a sentence would be VMC has a stellar set of members across the fraternity of Toastmasters. I would urge the speakers and the users of Virtual Podium to use the word of the day, and they will be rewarded with a virtual applause. I will be presenting my report at the end of the session. Till then, enjoy this stellar session planned by our team and the team. Over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Kshitij. Yes, indeed. I echo the same. It's going to be a stellar session for as far as today is concerned. Let's see what is in store for us in the space, regarding space, from the person in space, Toastmaster of the day, Anurag. Over to you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Satyadeep, for such a wonderful and such a stellar explanation of your role. Now, as promised, let us talk a bit about space travel. There is this man called Richard Branson. He's the founder of Virgin Galactic, and he completed the first space tourism in July 2021. The crew members in his spaceship, or not spaceship, the space plane, to say so, went on a joyride to the space. They saw the world from above and experienced the zero gravity, floated around in the space plane, and returned to the Earth within an hour of taking off. We all can have this experience without much of a training that's required to be an astronaut. But as of now, it costs something around $200 to $250,000 per ticket. And there are three companies, by the way, who are offering this lifetime experience. One is the Virgin Galactic by Richard Branson. The second is Blue Origin, by Jeff Bezos. And third is SpaceX. That is by the man who will take us to the Mars, Elon Musk. And interestingly, very interestingly, there are 600 people this year who are about to go to space in these space planes. With this said, let's move on to the first section of the day. That is the prepared speech section. And today we have two speakers, and coincidentally, both of them are delivering the second speech from Project 2 Level 1 from the same pathways dynamic leadership. So I'll only call the evaluator of the first speaker to read out the speech objectives, and the same speech objectives will be applicable for the second speaker as well. With this said, can we have the evaluator of the first speaker, Toastmaster Shilpa, to read out the speech objectives? Toastmaster Shilpa, the podium is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag. So the prospective speakers is going to deliver its Level 1 Project 2. The purpose of the project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during the club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate their ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech evaluation speech. I would like to say that I have received the speaker's first evaluation sheet, and I would give my evaluation based on the feedback that was received previously. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shilpa, for the explanation of your role. Sorry, for reading out the speech objectives of the particular speech. Now, the first speaker of the day is someone who loves traveling and exploring new places, reading books, especially psychological thrillers. She is currently pursuing her MBA from IIFT Kolkata. Her speech has been mentored by Toastmaster Deosh. So please help me welcome with a thunderous round of applause Toastmaster Akansha with the speech title Dreams. Dreams, Toastmaster Akansha.
I have a dream. That quote by Martin Luther King Jr. rings throughout our lives almost daily. A dream can be very powerful. It can make you strive and persevere past what people expect of you, and sometimes even past what you expect of yourself. A dream may start off small, but dreams have been known to do many big things, from changing the life of one individual to changing the entire world. Walt Disney, a man of dreams whom everyone knows, once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." Some criticized him, some laughed at the magnitude of what he think he could achieve. However, Walt Disney was able to change the face of entire world by disregarding the comments about how his dream was impossible. His dream may not have turned out the same way he thought he would, but by simply chasing his dream, he was able to achieve unimaginable things for himself and for so many others. Once he visited an amusement park with his daughter and realized that parents and guardians don't have a lot of things to do. Then he dreamed of a theme park where people of every age can enjoy. The parents and guardians can have the fun too, rather than just watching their children having all the fun. Today, we know that world as Walt Disney World. Walt Disney lived up to his quote about dreams. He dreamed of being an artist when he was a child. He did it. He dreamed of animating his art and characters. He did that. He dreamed of creating a full-length animated cartoons, and we see so many of those today. He dreamed of creating a whole new different genre of movies, and he built the innovations that we needed to make those kind of movies. He didn't stop dreaming there. Every time he reached a dream, he kept dreaming bigger. He dreamed of an amazing amusement park in Florida. He built it. He dreamed so big and he articulated so well that people have continued to build upon his dreams even after his death. Wed Enterprises, after Walt Disney's death, built Disney World. Now we continue to have Disney World and vacation hotspots round the globe. Disney is a household name and an ideal to live up to. Just like Walt, I too have dreams. Dreams to do great in the world of business and entrepreneurship. But along with these, I also share a dream of traveling and exploring new places. It's not the same kind of dream as of Walt, but one holds dear to me. Now I believe a lot of members here will agree with me that traveling gives an immense different kind of satisfaction. It's a break from our routine life. We get to experience so many different things, different cuisines, different culture, different way of living. The places in my bucket list never tends to end. I think social media plays a huge part in this. I keep scrolling through travel accounts on my Instagram page. Sometimes I do wish that I was in their place when they post photos of the cities that I want to visit. But in the end, dream, but in the end, traveling is just one of my dreams. Currently, I'm trying to make my other dream come true. Traveling will be fulfilled in bits and pieces while I'm chasing my other dreams. Our passions in life is what dreams are made of. Whether we make those into our career or not, we can always try to make them fit into our life somehow. Our dreams are supposed to make us happy. It plays a very pivotal part in giving our life a direction. While there is no guarantee of success that we may achieve our dream, but we will never know if we don't start the journey. What do you say, Toastmaster of the Day? Thank you.
I completely agree with you, Toastmaster Akanksha. And it is not only me who agrees with you, it is the whole world. Let me quote what Richard Branson said from his space, directly live streaming to the whole world. He said, I was once a child with a dream looking up to the stars. Now I am an adult in the spaceship, looking down to our beautiful, beautiful Earth, to the next generation of dreamers. If we can do this, just imagine what you can do. That was an inspiration for each and every one of us. And Toastmaster Akansha, today you relive that moment. With this, let me call on the evaluator of the second speaker to read out the speech objectives. So can we have distinguished Toastmaster Panna to read out the speech objectives for the second speaker of the day?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Anurag. Good evening, everyone. Today, my speaker is going to deliver one of the most important speeches in Pathways, because she is going to display how well she has been able to incorporate the feedback given by her previous evaluator. The point of recommendation which she needs to incorporate are: she needs to speak slowly, incorporating pauses at the right places. She needs to maintain eye contact. And the third point of recommendation is she needs to elaborate on the points that she has shared to support her story. So looking forward to a wonderful speech with a time limit of 5 to 7 minutes. Wishing my speaker the very best. I'll give my evaluation report when the general evaluator asks me to do so. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Panna. With this, let me call on someone who loves interacting with people and has recently completed her graduation in BTech. Her speech has been mentored by distinguished Toastmaster Shaurya. So please help me welcome the second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Shalmali, with the speech title, The Thrill of Anticipation. The Thrill of Anticipation, Toastmaster Shalmali.
Have you ever felt that the hype surrounding a particular event is much larger than the event itself? Well, I didn't take the fact seriously until I started realizing those happening unexpectedly several times in my life. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I'm going to share how anticipation has played a pivotal role in my life. Growing up in a strict environment where a routine existence was valued over everything else, I was always in search of those days which were a bit different from the norm. Days like those of a short tour or some kind of invitation for which I get the liberty to stay away from home for a couple of duration. I always yearned for those days. I remember it was the last day of my annual examination, although it was merely an 8th grade examination, but who doesn't get excited after writing their last paper? And on top of that, I had a wedding invitation to attend. I was so excited. I reached home after finishing my exam, and started preparing for the same. And I also ensure that each one of my members of my big joint family is also doing the same. After all, we decided to reach the venue at the right time. However, on our way, we were caught in a traffic congestion and we failed to reach at the venue at the time expected. To me, the entire event vanished in an instant. After that, whenever I remember that day, it felt odd. The turn of events that evening felt strange until 2017. After joining college, I have seen a lot of fascination of every new joiner towards the particular event known as the freshers, which was basically an orientation event. Like every other person, I made sure that I have good outfit to wear, and also I should actually start socializing with people instead of being an introvert. I felt that as soon as the day was approaching, the stage was being set gradually, the mic was being played for testing purposes, and there was lights all over the campus, and it was looking so beautiful. And the event finally arrived, and the day of the event finally arrived, and it got over. While going back to the hostel after that particular day, I was recalling all the discussions we had that day for that particular day, like what clothes we will wear, where we will go, what pictures we will take. And now every picture is just a memory, has just become a memory within a flash of seconds. Today, whenever I recall that particular day, I feel that the quote which says this, live every moment, is so appropriate. This even like few days back, when I decided to take a short tour to Eco Park for 24th of December, although it was meant for the Christmas day, but I felt that the 24th December felt more special than the Christmas day itself. The reason, because the shops and the streets were all decked up, the carols playing all over the churches, and the enthusiasm among people that the holiday season is approaching felt more special than the Christmas day itself, although we don't greet each other on that day. But I felt that I wish I could bring back those moments. This particular wish becomes more appealing when I remember some of the difficulties I have had to face in my life. I recall sitting for my first interview and the interviewer trying to find flaws in my every remark and counter questioning me. This did terrify me, and I started to lose confidence. I started to feel like I will ruin every interview of mine from now on. But with time, I realized that in every interview, you are dealing with a distinct set of people who will have distinct set of opinions. And just because one interview didn't go well doesn't mean the others will. So you have to be prepared. You cannot always expect stellar performance in every interview of yours. So I told myself that I should give my all, regardless of how the interview goes or how the interviewer is trying to counter question me. Today, when I look back, I feel that anticipation was the root cause for all of those moments or feelings of excitements and intimidations. The harsh reality of life is that you cannot always focus on the destination. Rather, you should focus on the journey. If your life is full of exciting moments, trying to find the reasons which led you to those moments. If your life is colorless and monotonous, try to embrace the journey anyway, because the real joy lies in embracing the journey. Because when you will arrive at the destination, you will suddenly find that you have become a much better version of yourself, which would have been not possible if you didn't embrace the journey. In a nutshell, anticipation may fascinate or scare us depending on whether it is positive or negative. But the real joy is embracing the journey anyway. Maybe we should stop obsessing so much about the destination and start embracing the journey wholeheartedly. What do you think, Toastmaster of the Day? Thank you.
I think so. This is a thought that gets resonated with each and every member in the audience. We have all been in that shoes, in those shoes of either giving an interview, or maybe if someone is senior, then taking an interview. But it is always that anticipation, that joy of going up to there, this coming up as a speaker or the Toastmaster of the day. It is the anticipation, but that makes the journey, the preparation, is something that makes us a better version of ourselves. Thank you, Toastmaster Salmali, for such a wonderful and stellar speech. With this, I would like to say something. One of the best things about being the Toastmaster of the day is that you get to interact with the role players, at least the majority of the role players, and you can get their opinions regarding the theme of the day that you have chosen. So I asked Toastmaster Akansha and Toastmaster Salmali that if they get an opportunity to go to the outer space, would they like to grab it? And if yes, with whom they would like to go. So, we people belonging to the same age group will tend to give the same answer. So both of them said yes, that they would like to take on this opportunity to go to the outer space. Then came with whom? So Toastmaster Akansha, she said that she would like to go to the outer space with an astrophysicist so that he or she can explain her the unique properties of the stars and planets. And Toastmaster Shalmali would like to take her aunt, who used to teach her geography, so that she can explain her the unique properties of the stars and the planets. Now, listen to me. Now, be it William Shakespeare, William Wordsworth, Lord Byron, Shah Rukh Khan, Tom Cruise, literature, movie, theater, in general, everywhere, the moon and the stars have been romanticized. And going to the outer space would be one of the most romantic things that can happen. But interestingly, both the speakers today want to go to the outer space with a space guide instead of their romantic partners. But worry not, worry not. The table topping master would love to go to the outer space with her handsome husband, loving parents, and her beautiful daughter. Our table topping master is a very creative and artistic person. She's a chartered accountant by profession and a dedicated Toastmaster by passion. So please help me welcome with a thunderous round of applause Toastmaster Shalu as the table topping master for the day. Toastmaster Shalu, the podium is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. Welcome to all of you to the wonderful part of any meeting, table topic session. As Toastmaster Anurag told us, table topic is a session where you are given a topic and you have to speak on that impromptu. Believe me, friends, you will enjoy this session. If you are a guest, then you have the opportunity to change the topic once if you want. And as Toastmaster Ajitesh told us, the time limit for the same will be 1 to 2 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds only on upper side. So friends, are you ready? Come on, say yes. Okay, let's begin. So volunteers, can you please raise your hands or give your name in the chat box? Akansha. Toastmaster Akansha. Toastmaster Akansha, are you ready?
Yeah, yes.
So, Toastmaster Ajitesh, please stop the screen share. Toastmaster Akansha, please choose your favorite number, 1 to 9.
4.
4. Your topic is celebrate life, not just festival. Toastmaster Akansha. Toastmaster Akansha, celebrate life, not just festivals.
Celebrate life, not just festivals. We are lucky that we are in India, that we have a lot of festivals that we can celebrate every month, or say twice, or say in the means we have a lot of festivals in India. But if we start celebrating only the festivals, we may miss out the fun and the other things that life has to offer us. So if we keep on celebrating the life, the small things, the little things that life has to offer us, the small wins that we get in life, the small achievements, then it will be much more fun rather than just celebrating on Diwali or New Year's or Makar Sankranti, anything. Celebrating the life will give us more fun, and it will help us to celebrating the life will give us the more fun, and it will help us to mingle with the friends and families on much various occasions rather than just festivals. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, Toastmaster Akansha, you gave a good. The next volunteer is Dr. Rupesh Singh. Dr.
Hi.
Rupesh, hi.
Hi, table topic master.
Yeah. Please choose the number.
1.
Yeah, you are always one. Number 1. Your topic is Toastmaster Rupesh. Believe you can and you are halfway there. Believe you can and you are halfway there. Toastmaster Rupesh.
Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and would-be Toastmaster in digital forum. I totally agree with it. Even I'll go one milestone ahead. If you believe on yourself or believe on something, you're halfway done. Because in my view, anything, when you start on anything which you aspire to, people do twice in their life. One, in your mind, and you are convinced, then you'll start for actualization. So when you think, that means when you aspire to do, you're halfway done because you have that energy, you have that enthusiasm. I can recall my journey, how it happened to me. Everyone knows I'm a fitness enthusiastic. Same happened with me 4 years ago. I was sick and used to go to hospital and a physiotherapist every day, 5 o'clock in the morning, because whole day I used to be in office. At that time, my weight was around 85 kg. And doctor told me, you need to go for operation. And I was surprised at the age of just 26, 25, you need to go for operation. It is not suggested. Then some of my friend told, who is to be doctor, he told, just reduce your weight. I reduced my weight by 20 kg. And today, I'm surviving without any operation. My dear friend, lot of hurdles will come. Person who can't even run to 200 meters now currently can run 42 kilometers. That was a journey. Lot of time I got injured because I was not used to what others were saying. I got a lot of complexities as well, vitamin D deficiency, because of the injury was coming. But throughout the process, I learned, my dear friend, a 200 meters or 42 kilometer journey, that took 4 years, but that got achieved. I believe that got achieved because it was halfway done, my dear friend. There is no, मैं अकेले चला था ढूंढे मंजिल मगर लोग आते गए कारवा बनता गया. Once I decided, people supported, I achieved it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupesh. As usual, you gave a nice attempt to this topic. Next one, I would like to call any guest. So guest, any volunteer from guest, or I will call anyone from my choice. Toastmaster Satyapriya Khanna. Are you there? Toastmaster Satyapriya Khanna. Are you ready? You are on mute.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Please choose that one number.
7.
Every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. Every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. Toast guest Satyapriya Khanna.
Okay. So every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. So the love story that I would like to talk about is love for not just like in a relationship, but for our parents too. So I would like to say that starting from my childhood, I have always loved my parents the most, and my parents have loved me the most. So in any circumstances in which I am feeling down, so my mother or my father always convinces me that you can do it, you have the capacity, you have the courage, so you should go and do that thing. And whenever my mother or father is feeling any kind of pain, so I feel the pain inside me because of that. So likewise, I would say that this love story is better than any other love story which I could have with any other person in my life. And this story, because I live in a joint family, so other than my parents also, like my grandparents or my uncle and aunt, so we share a bond of love, and that has sustained for so many years. And this is the first person that you get to see, and they're always supporting you even when no one in the world is supporting you. Then also your parents are there to help you, to guide you. So this is the truest form of love, that is not expecting anything from you in return, but they're giving it unconditionally. So that would be my idea of the love story that is better than any other love story.
Hey, guest Satyapriya. Nice attempt. Yeah, guest Shalini. Are you there? Guest Shalini. I think.
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah.
But if you can please excuse me today.
Good. Topics are easy. You can speak on that.
Please.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Any volunteer there?
I think Kshitij wanted to speak. Shalu, Kshitij initially said.
Toastmaster Kshitij. Kshitij, Toastmaster Kshitij. Are you there?
Yeah, I am here.
Yeah. Please choose the number.
Well, I was going to choose 7, but thank you, previous table topic speaker. 3.
3. Toastmaster Kshitij, if you want to get something special, you have to do something extraordinary. If you want to get something special, you have to do something extraordinary. Toastmaster Kshitij.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. It was the month of December in the year 2019, and my board exams were on the onset of the coming. So, you know, when you're good at something, you expect yourselves to be even better. But once in a while, you get surrounded by some sorts of negativities. So, you know, in those days, I used to spend my time in my biology practical room. And to be serious, I love researching. Research, and by that I do not mean something like searching on a Google page, copying the first 3 texts and pasting it. I have researched on chocolates, and if that does not sound extraordinary to you, I have researched on the effect of music on bacteria. And you would be very much proud to know that they perceive music just like us. They work faster when they hear the rock music. They get even more melodious when they hear the Indian classical music. So, to spend my time, I had to find something other than the primary motive I had. And through that, I found my hobby. It was a great thing, but due to this, I discovered a different shade of myself. I got to do something which was not known to me erstwhile. So yeah, if you want to do something special, you have to at first be the extraordinary. You have to find the extraordinary in you. Over to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Toastmaster Chitesh, nice attempt. There are two volunteers, Toastmaster Abhijit Bose and our President Toastmaster Amrish Bhuwania. So I would like to prefer Toastmaster Abhijit. Toastmaster Abhijit.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Please choose the number out of this.
I will choose 8.
8. Toastmaster Abhijit, never forget your parents to achieve your dreams. Never forget your parents to achieve your dream. Toastmaster Abhijit.
Thank you very much, Table Topic Master. A very good evening to all the Toastmasters and my dear guest. Nowadays, we are living a pretty quintessential life, if you notice. I recently watched one Bollywood movie, a Bengali Bollywood movie, which simply depicted this particular topic. In that particular movie, there were the parents had 7 children, and they were really leading a very prosperous and healthy life. They had a very good bonding with each other. There was a time, like whenever it came to the climax, there were 5 brothers who already succeeded in their life, but unfortunately 2 of them who got the most attention from their parents turned a bit successful, like the most successful, but they never took care of their life, took care of the parents. This particular thing really made me sympathetic, and I literally found that it was extremely rude that if you are achieving your dreams, you're not at all respecting your parents. So in this particular movie, as every movie quotes, we always learn something or the other thing. That particular movie simply directed me and motivated me that how big, how respectable you are in your society. You should always respect your parents, because they are the first point of contact who simply led to that particular establishment, who simply made your lifestyle stellar. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhijit. The next volunteer was our President, Toastmaster Amrish Bhuwania.
Thank you.
Sir, please choose the number.
It is 5.
Toastmaster Amrish. Happiness is having real friends, not many friends. Happiness is having real friends, not many friends. Toastmaster Amrish Bhuwania.
Friendship. What is friendship? It is a bonding between 2 people on whom you can trust, with whom you want to spend your time, your life, want to share your secrets, enjoy your past, dream your future. But if you don't have good friends, or if you have only like many friends, but they are not real, you cannot feel that whenever there is a need, they will be standing with you. How can you share your dreams? How can you plan your future with them? How you can share your secrets, which can be a problem in future when there is no relation with that person. So having many friends is not useful. But if you have a single one friend who is very, on whom you can trust and you can believe on, that is very special. In Mahabharata, Krishna was the mentor of Arjuna as well as his friend who guided him, who supported him, with whom Arjun has shared his thoughts, future plans, and everything. And that type of friend changed the life of a person. So having many friends has no use. In today's world, we have many friends in Facebook, Instagram, but when you search a person when you are in need, who stands beside you is the most important. Even I have some friends who stays outside West Bengal, but I feel when there is a need, it may be possible that who stays beside my home cannot reach to me during 2 to 3 hours, but a person who stays in Bangalore will be there in 3 to 4 hours to help me. That type of friend really helps you every time, and that is the need of our. Thank you, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrish. A nice attempt. Is there any volunteer? No. So here I would like to call my mentor, Toastmaster Panna Rashmi. Ma'am, can you please come on the podium?
Sure.
And please choose the number.
Number 9.
9. Toastmaster Panna, never underestimate the efforts of a household woman. Never underestimate the efforts of a household woman. Toastmaster Panna.
Table topic master and all the household women over here. I'm sure you will all agree with me. What a tough life we lead. Why is it tough? I ask. Well, it's tough because we need to balance our professional life, our private life. We need to balance our children's interests and the dictums of society and what your husband is saying. So, you know, the household woman is always sandwiched between everything else. And she does a wonderful job. Take the instance of my maid, for instance. She comes to my house, does all my work. At the same time, she's aware of the needs that goes on in her own house. She has 2 children. They keep calling up. She's managing from here. She tells her husband, please do this for him, for the son. Please take my daughter over there. She's managing her house there. She's managing my house in my own house, in my household. So you see, my friends, a household woman need not be very, very educated, need not be very, very intelligent. What she is she is living life, a practical life, dealing with all sorts of problems in almost a superhuman way. So never ever underestimate a household woman, because she is the one who's taking the society forward. She is the one who is educating the children of the future, and she is the one who is the future herself. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, ma'am. Guest Ayush Seth, are you there?
Yes,
Guest
I'm here.
Ayush.
I'm here.
Yeah. Do you want to go for table topic?
Yeah, sure. Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
There are only 2 numbers, so please choose the one.
I'll choose lucky number 6.
6. So, guest Ayush, true love never has a happy ending. True love never has a happy ending. Guest Ayush say.
True love never has a. Can you please repeat the
Yeah,
topic?
yeah. Sure. Timer, please stop your sharing once. Rest, I just didn't get the topic. True love never has a happy ending. True love never has a happy ending. Rest, I used to.
Okay, so true love never has a happy ending. This reminds me of the most infamous story of Romeo and Juliet, um, where both of these lovebirds have to fight uh, with the societal pressure, with their families, and in the end, of course, they both have to, in order to satisfy the society and in order to break the conventional approach of the society, they don't have any option but to uh, rather commit rather commit suicide. So we always see in movies that these true love movies that are based out of true love never ever gives a very even keeled or a stellar ending. That's because uh, our society always likes a twist in the plot, and they always love to hear some gossip, some masala out of this. But I believe that if human beings are uh, if human beings are very benevolent towards each other and praise each other, I believe that true love can have a very good, a very appreciating and a very commendable ending. So, so that's all I can say on this topic. Thanks.
Thank you, Rest Ayush. Why the Romeo and Juliet comes to everyone's mind when we talk about true love? Friends, true love can never be an ending. True love cannot be ended. That's why true love can never happy ending. That's from my side. Okay, now we should end this session now here. Over to you, Toastmaster Anurag. Toastmaster Anurag, podium is yours.
Thank you, Toastmasters Shalu. Can we have a huge round of applause for such a stellar session by our table topic master, Toastmasters Shalu? Now, if we continue with our space journey, the first thing that will come before you actually go up there is that you will have to sign a contract. So all these private companies will make you sign a contract, and that contract will state that in case, and just in case, if things go haywire and you stay in space forever, then they will not be responsible for your life. So that means you are at your own risk. Given this condition, would anyone in the audience be still willing to go up in the space and have an experience of the lifetime? Anyone? Yes, Toastmaster Rima. Would you be willing to? And if yes, then with whom? I hope it's not another space guide.
No, with my mother. I'll go with my
Okay.
mother.
All right. We do want to have these memories with our loved ones.
No,
Now
I
this
have a reason. Sorry to cut you. I
Yeah.
have a reason. My mother sits and she always says, how far it is, how this is that, what is this, which star? She has lots of queries and questions. And sometimes I also don't have a doubt. So it's better I'll take her, she'll enjoy it and will experience it. So then she will not ask the question.
Okay. So rather than taking a guide, it is you being the guide over there. That's amazing. So people love this Gyan session even when they want to create a memory. Now I'll not take much of your time because it's time to call upon someone who has a larger than life persona. And with his decades of experience as a veteran Toastmaster, he's going to evaluate all of us. And with this, I would like to hand over the podium to distinguished Toastmaster Satyadeep. Distinguished
Thank you,
Toastmaster.
everyone. Before I, yeah, is it audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, so before I start the evaluation section, may I request Toastmaster Ajitesh to come up with the timings for the prepared speeches as well as the table topic speakers.
Sure, General Evaluator, sir. Just give me 1 minute. Let me know once I'm able to see my screen. So hope you all are able to see my screen. So all the speakers were within time. Toastmaster Akanksha took 5 minutes 24 seconds. Toastmaster Shalmali 5 minutes 56 seconds. You want me to go through the table topics as well, General Evaluator, sir?
No, it's all displayed. It's all, yeah, it's all displayed. So it's okay. None of them exceeded the time, which is very, very nice. So a round of applause for each and every table topic speaker as well as the prepared speakers. Thank you. Let us now move to the evaluation section. In the evaluation section, the evaluation timings would be 2 to 3 minutes with 30 seconds grace on either side. Green at 2, yellow at 2.5, and red at 3. That's the timer's card which will be displayed. We had 2 prepared speeches today. The first of them was by Toastmaster Akanksha, evaluated by Toastmaster Shilpa. May I request Toastmaster Shilpa to roll out her evaluation.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Satyadeep. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, dear guest, and Toastmaster Akanksha in particular. Toastmaster Akanksha, your speech about dreams was wonderful, and you were right that we all should see dreams and try to fulfill it. You told us how Walt Disney made his journey of life big by fulfilling his all dreams. What I liked the most in your speech was you used the word dreams, which was your speech title, so many times that it got stuck in your head, in all the audience's head. We will always remember that Toastmaster Akanksha gave a speech about dreams. We are not going to forget dreams at all. The second thing that I liked about your speech was your voice modulation. Your speech delivery was very clear and easy to understand. That was due to your voice modulation. The third commendation that I would like to say about you was your deep and clear message that you have throughout your speech, that we should try our best to fulfill our dreams. We should always, like Walt Disney, we can fulfill our dreams. If we can dream it, we can do it. What would I like to suggest, Toastmaster Akanksha, is number one, if you could work upon your stage usage, if you could stand and deliver your speech. When you stand and deliver your speech, it always gives you an extra energy, which allows you to use your hand gestures and your expressions a way much better. And also it gives an audience to understand your speech in a better way. The second recommendation that I have for you is if you could add a personal story to your speech. A short example, how you have dreamt about something and that dream came true, how you worked towards making that dream came true, or how you are planning to make one of your dream come true. That would give more impact to the audience. The third recommendation that I would like to give you was if you could add more drama to your speech. Like when you said that Walt Disney was once dreamt of making an amusement park, You could say, do you know Walt Disney once dreamt about an amusement park? And guess what? He actually made it. Adding drama always helped the audience to imagine and to relate it more. Overall, Toastmaster Akanksha, your speech was wonderful with good voice modulation and good message. Only if you can work upon your add some personal story, work upon your stage usage, you can stand and deliver, and add some drama to your speech. It will become a completely different speech altogether. Over to you, General Evaluator, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Shilpa, for your evaluation. Toastmaster Akanksha, I kind of agree with the points that Toastmaster Shilpa has for her commendation as well as a recommendation, with one difference. The difference is in your speech of dreams. You see, dreams are always something which fantasizes. Okay, so it is better if you incorporate a bit of voice modulation in your speech, along with the gestures. No matter you are sitting, you have delivered this speech in a sitting posture, but the gestures, your hand gestures, can still be applicable. For example, it was Walt Disney who kept on chasing his dreams. And that is why, do you know that a Walt Disney park has been opened in Florida? So your entire body should speak, Akanksha. The more you utilize your facial expressions, the more you utilize your hand gestures, the speech would be more impactful. The second suggestion that I have for you is, you talked about Walt Disney, how he chased his dreams and finally it became successful not only during his life but after his death. When it came to your personal example, you talked about that you dream about traveling, and there are photos of the cities that you plan to visit which are in Instagram. But you would like to see the cities in Instagram, but we never got to know which cities those are, or those were, or would be. Akanksha, when you're talking about dreams, and that to giving a personal anecdote or a personal example, remember that personal example must be clear enough, must be vivid enough for the audience to understand the dreams that you are chasing for. That makes the speech much more realistic, much more impactful. So the next time you deliver a speech, remember the personal anecdotes and examples works the best. And when you substantiate it with real data, you do not need, trust me, you do not need any voice modulation, any facial expression, any gestures, because they would come automatically, because it would come straight from your heart. So remember this. I hope that you have started your journey in Toastmasters. I'm sure that in the speeches to come, you would be incorporating the suggestions. A round of applause for Toastmaster Akanksha for her attempt in delivering this speech. The second speech was delivered by Toastmaster Shalmali, evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Panna Rashmi Ray. May I request DTM Panna to roll out her evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Shalmali, I could really see that you have started enjoying your journey in Toastmasters, and I wish you a stellar one. Good evening, everyone, and a special good evening to Toastmaster Shalmali. I'm going to speak about whether you were able to meet your project criteria, that is, whether you were able to incorporate the feedback of your previous evaluator and what is good and what can be done better. Toastmaster Shalmali, straight away the commendations. Your previous evaluator had mentioned that your speech had gotten over in 4 minutes, 10 seconds. And today I saw that your speech continued beyond the 5-minute time. So very well.
Ma'am, you got muted.
Sorry. Secondly, Toastmaster Shalmali, you took point of the second, you took care of the second point of recommendation, and that is eye contact, and you were able to maintain eye contact for most of the speech. Kudos to you on that. Thirdly, Toastmaster Shalmali, I loved your presence of mind where you incorporated the word of the day, stellar, into your speech. It is not very easy, mind you, and you did it beautifully. So these were the beautiful parts of your speech. So how do we make the speech even more spectacular? Toastmaster Shalmali, you are a new Toastmaster. That is why there was a lot of nervous energy. There were repetitive movements of your hands, you know. So please take care of practicing in front of a mirror or recording your speech and see it again and again. And that will take care of your crux movement. Many of us, when we started our Toastmaster journey, had the same issue. So please take care of that right in the beginning, and everything you will do in body modulation and your gestures will be on point. Take care of that. Secondly, Toastmaster Shalmali, very soon your club will go offline. And that time you will have to stand and deliver your speech. So please start practicing that. Stand up, make your stage, segment your stage into 3. Use stage choreography to speak about different parts of your speech, your fresher party, your interview, and maybe the powerful message in the middle. And that will make your speech look very structured. Thirdly, Toastmaster Shalmali, your previous evaluator requested you to elaborate your points. I feel that was missing a bit. Maybe you could have incorporated more characters in your speech when we were talking about what dresses to wear. Hey, Shalu, tell me, this dress looks nice. Hey, Shilpa, I think that doesn't look good on you. Include all that. That will give drama, that will bring vocal variety and make your speech alive for us. So please keep that in mind to elaborate and make your speech alive for all of us. Overall, Toastmaster Shalmali, a fantastic speech where you spoke slower, gave eye contact, and had the presence of mind to use the word of the day. Next time around, please take care of your nervous energy where your gestures are not following what your words are saying. Use stage choreography and introduce drama and dialogue in your speech. And you will see you are winning the votes every time. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster, for your evaluation. Toastmaster Shalmali, can you please come on video, please? If it is not that much of a problem for you.
Yes, my video is on only. Like, my camera is on only.
Oh, then I don't know why. At least I am not able to see you. I don't know about others, but anyways. Toastmaster Shalmali, for me, I think this was a very, very nice. Yeah, now I can see. It was a very nice speech because you gave the thrill of anticipation. This topic itself was very out of the ordinary. That's the first thing I would like to congratulate you. It's not a very easy topic to speak on, and that too at so early stages in Toastmasters. That's number one. Number two, you had very good examples. The situations were very real life situations where I could relate to, and a girl, should I say, of your age, I would call you a girl only, of your age, is a very relatable one. How you, about the height of an event, how where you wanted to go to a wedding, your exam got over, or that 24th December was way better than a 25th December, or for that matter, how that interview I wanted to crack. So I'd just like to tell you, when you are talking about this speech, which is anticipation, okay, have some pauses, because when you anticipate, you wait, right? You wait for that moment, you eagerly wait for that moment, and then if that moment happens, it's good. If it doesn't happen, then it's a reverse anticipation, it's a reverse expectation. And in some cases, it happened with you. So my suggestion is exactly what Panna said. You've been very fidgety. So the first thing that you need to practice while delivering a prepared speech is being calm and composed. And how do you do that? It is very simple. My suggestion is you record a speech in your mobile when you deliver. Before delivering a speech, you record that speech in your mobile and you see it. You visualize it twice or thrice. You will be able to realize exactly where you are going fast, and sometimes you are going too fast. So you see, it is not happening at a steady rate. In some cases, in some sentences, you have this tendency of speaking fast. What it does is it kind of takes away the impact. It takes the exact energy out, and people are not able to figure it what exactly you're trying to say. The transitions were so fast from 24th December to an interview. There was absolutely no time. In a speech which is related to anticipation, you have to have certain pauses, and that will create the impact. See, a speech to all of you who are present here, remember, a speech is not only to be delivered. It is not your job to deliver a speech. It is to figure out how that entire speech, the speech in totality, is going to impact others. Because if the speech does not impact others, then the real essence or worth of the speech is lost. So Shalmali, your speech was very nice. I really liked the speech. I really liked the idea. All that you need to do is, you need to slow down a bit, keep yourself a little bit more composed, and that can only happen when you see that speech, record that speech in a mobile, and reflect upon it. Exactly. Oh my goodness, you're intelligent enough to understand where exactly you are going too fast, where exactly your feet is moving a little bit faster than what it should be. Your body occasionally shakes in this manner. Okay, it doesn't shake sideways. You look at this recording, you will find it out. You automatically get excited. That's very natural with your age, but that has to be corrected, because you're a wonderful speaker, one with wonderful ideas. I've never ever imagined somebody can give a speech on anticipation. My word, honestly. I don't know about Panna, I don't know about Rupesh, the senior Toastmasters out here, don't know about Krish, but I have never ever imagined somebody can speak about anticipation and convert it into a speech and deliver. Honestly, let me tell you, really, very frank. But work on this, Shalmali, record it. Please do record it before your next speech. Okay. Quickly, moving on to the, I'll just not take much time on the table topics. The first table topic speaker was Akanksha. Celebrate life, not just festivals. Akanksha, you did a fairly good job. But the first golden rule, Akanksha, if you are there, the golden rule is do not repeat a topic. Please, please, please. Celebrate life, not just festival. Do not repeat a topic. This will not score you. This will not score you well. Okay. And you kind of lost that topic you in the midway. So it is a kind of what this topic meant. First, you talked about Diwali, you talked about Holi and all. Just remember that one line was necessary. You got the topic by the hook, but you lost it. It's not celebrating Diwali. It's celebrating the family time together. It's the kind of bonding that we want to celebrate. When everybody from different corners of the world or different corners of India come to a place and then they celebrate it. The celebration of togetherness. That is what the essence of the topic was. Next, Toastmaster Rupesh. Believe you can, you're halfway there. I think Rupesh, Dr. Rupesh or Toastmaster Rupesh, this was absolutely a half volley for you. It was absolute sitter kind of a half volley delivery given to you, and you sent it out of the park. This was too easy for Dr. Rupesh Singh, and that was a beautiful example, Rupesh, you had given from about losing your weight and how you lost it. Rupesh, the only thing, the only catch that I want is that reinforcement when you are ending the table topic. Ladies and gentlemen, I lost weight and I had become a marathon runner. It was only because I believed it. Instead of that shairi, if you could have talked this, it would have created the last nail in the coffin to hook it. And that's what we want in the table topic. Okay. kill it. When you've got, I always say, if you've got the audience by the hook, just kill it there itself. Okay, that's what is necessary. Okay, next, Satyapriya Khanna. Every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. A wonderful twist. Satyapriya Khanna, if you're there, a wonderful twist. Love for the parents. It couldn't have been better. You talked about that you lived in a joint family. The only thing, addition, Satyapriya, would have been a solid example, a solid personal anecdote, which would have described that love a bit. Kshitij, the fourth tabletop speaker, if you want to get something special, you have to do something extraordinary. Kshitij, I think, yes, it was really an extraordinary about talking about the researching about the effects of music on bacteria. I don't know where on earth how you got that idea. And how the bacteria move fast with rock music and how they kind of tone down with the Indian classical. I am sure that Michael Jackson and Rashid Khan both would have been proud of it. Anyways, Michael Jackson is not there now. But the point is, this speciality part, you have to explain, Kshitij. See, if you want to get something special, it is not if you want to do something special. You understand, Kshitij? There is a difference in the word. The topic was, if you want to get something special, you have to do something extraordinary. What is that you got? You have done something extraordinary, but what you got, what exactly you got special, was not very clearly explained. Was that explained? At least I could not find it. Watch the recording again, Kshitij. You understand, Kshitij, what I'm trying to say? Each and every word in table topic matters, and that's why probably I lost a contest this time. Right? It matters, and then I realized that, okay, I missed out one word, and that's exactly why I lost the contest, and that's how that entire meaning gets changed. So Kshitij, you have done something special, extraordinary, but I don't know what exactly you got out of it. Abhijit Bose, never forget your parents to achieve your dreams. So Bengali Bollywood movie. So I got a little confused whether it was Bengali Bollywood or Bengali Tollywood, or it's a Hindi Bollywood. I got confused with the Bengali Bollywood words. Okay. Nevertheless, 5 brothers, I believe then the other 2 should be sisters. What is the plot, Abhijit? What is the plot? The plot, Oyon always says this. There is a plot, there's a conflict, and there's a climax in a story. So the conflict is understood. They did not take good care of the parents. And then you went into the philosophical message that it is very important to take care of your parents because how respectable you are in the society is determined by them. Fine, fantastic, understood. But never forget your parents to achieve your dream. Where is that plot, Abhijit? Which dream are you talking about with that example? 5 brothers not taking care. Where is that? Where is the dream? The dream word was not used by you at all in the entire gamut of things. So you understand, table topics is very important. Words are very important, and I have learned the very hard way this time. Honestly, Panna, Krish, I learned it very, very hard way this time, and that's why I'm saying, no, I lost the contest, I'm telling you, just because of that word. Right, Amrish, happiness is having, so Abhijit, just before I say, so Abhijit, just relook at this recording once, because the word dreams is lost. Okay, so your first part is okay, take care of your, never forget to take care of your parents. That is absolutely taken care. That part is taken care. But the last part is your dreams is absolutely not taken care. Okay. Amrish, happiness is having real friends, not many friends. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Amrish, too late in the game you came. Okay. Friendship, definition of friendship, bonding, people, friends take care of past, present, future. Not needed. Not needed. You are trying to think, and then you actually came to the party. So I think the last examples that you cited were absolutely okay. Distance does not measure friendship. Even the next door neighbor might not help you, while somebody from Bangalore can help you. Very well done. Never underestimate the efforts of a household woman. I think very well done. That was a perfect example, the example of a maid. But I was just wondering if you could have given one example of yours. How and a comparison with probably goddess Durga would have been an icing on the cake, right? Very household woman takes care of everything, right? Which we call in Bengali as Dasha Puja, right? And that also applies in Hindi, right? I was just waiting exactly you would come up with this kind of an example. But no recommendation exactly. Very well done. And I think the reinforcement, Toastmaster Rupesh, that reinforcement in this case came from Panna as that need not be educated, need not be intelligent. And that's how she defined that maid part, right? Need not be educated, need not be intelligent. That's the reinforcement I'm talking about towards the end, right? Okay, last speaker was Toastmaster Ayush. He Love Never has a happy ending. Romeo and Juliet was a good example, Ayush. But why Romeo and Juliet? There's Kayamat se Kayamat tak hai. From starting of answer, Rupesh ji can give you loads and loads of examples. You can take a little bit of tuition from him, so he will be able to do it. So I think overall, Ayush, well spoken. I think if you could have given an example of any one of your friends, even that would have sufficed. Overall, very well done. We'll just move on to the reports now. Can we have the timers report from Toastmaster Ajitesh on the evaluation?
On the evaluations, both the evaluators were on time. Just let me pull up. Toastmaster Shilpa took 3 minutes 24 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Panna took 3 minutes 09 seconds. Thank you, and over to you.
Fantastic, great. Can we have the counters report from Toastmaster Rima?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Today there was lots of uses of repeated words and filler sounds. I'll start with Timot, Toastmaster Anurag. Repeated words twice and a couple of times. Then speaker 1, Toastmaster Akanksha, 2 short pauses and 2 repeated words. Then speaker 2, Toastmaster Shalmari, couple of times a. Then multiple of times of repeated words and but or couple of times were used. Then table topic masters Toastmaster Shalu used couple of times now. Then speaker 1, table topic speaker 1, Toastmaster Akanksha, couple of times are and repeated words twice. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Dr. Rupesh was flawless. Speaker 3, Toastmaster Satyapriya, guest, was used couple of times and so multiple times. Speaker 4, Toastmaster Kshitij, used a couple of times, once and repeated words twice. Speaker 5, Toastmaster Abhijit, couple of times and once repeated words. Speaker 6, Toastmaster Amrish, once. Speaker number 7, DTM Panna Rashmi Ray, once repeated words. And speaker 8, Toastmaster Ayush, guest, used multiple times of and repeated words couple of times. In the evaluation section, Toastmaster Shilpa used repeated words thrice. And in evaluation section, DTM Panna Rashmi Ray used once. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Yeah, thank you. May I request Toastmaster Kshitij with the grammarian's report?
Yeah, so in my grammarian report, they were mostly the good uses of English. Words like anticipation, fascination, decked up, excitement, and intimidation were a part of it. There were some favorite quotes of mine and some really impactful quotes. For example, real joy is in embracing the journey. Truly agree with it. But parenting is the true form of love. Pretty quintessential life. Now, talking about some not so good uses of English, somebody used I welcome to you all, but the correct version is I welcome you all. Somebody else used in past I get injured, but the V2 form will be used, and the correct form is in past I got injured. Somebody else used I would share to like with you, but I guess it was a fumbling of words. It would be I would like to share with you. And now, talking about the stellar uses of the word of the day, it has been used not once, not twice, but 13 times in the whole meeting. Twice by DTM Satyadeep, thank you, sir. Thrice by Toastmaster Anurag, once by Toastmaster Shalmali, and that too between the speech. So a great job done there. Then once by Toastmaster Abhijit, once by Toastmaster Amrish, once by guest Ayush, and 4 times by me. So thank you for that, and over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shwetij. I think overall it was a fantastic session. Sergeant at Arms Anurag, you began the session right on time. A very, very energetic start and a nice introduction of the president. Toastmaster Amrish, very nice quotes on Swami Vivekananda. I think all relatable quotes. We have all heard them many times, but no matter how many times we hear the same, it is always enlightening for all of us. Very well done. Toastmaster Amrish, I was just thinking if you could have a better introduction of Anurag, a more energetic introduction of Anurag, that would have complemented your today's presidential address the best. Toastmaster of the day, Anurag, very, very well done. I think we got to know many of the insights of space which we had not had, and I think the background which you created was absolutely an icing on the cake. Very well done, Anurag. We got to know many things which space, as I said, space had been so elusive to all of us. And lastly, the table topic master, Toastmaster Shalu. Toastmaster Shalu, I think, could have explained the rules a bit more. And as you know, the guests are always given an opportunity to change the topic. I think there was this guest in last who spoke, Toastmaster Ayush. You could have given him an opportunity to change the topic, which you did not. And at least ask her whether he was comfortable with the topic or not. So that's the only point. But the topics, some of them were long, but the topics were very, very competitive. Very, very nice. Yes, of course. Honors just said it all. So it was very, very, I would say, competitive, speakable topics, open-ended topics, and very well done. Overall, I enjoyed the session as a whole. A round of applause for all the role players, and Satyadeep Basu signing off as a general evaluator on this meeting. Thank you.
So thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Satyadeep, for the comprehensive evaluation. With this, I would like to hand over the voting link has been circulated. So please vote. And with this, I would like to hand over the podium to the president, Toastmaster Amrish.
Thank you, Anurag, and thank you, Satyadeep Basu DTM, for such a wonderful session. And we have few guests which I have missed in the beginning. Let me take the introduction from them. Sakshi, are you available there? Sakshi. Sakshi. I think it is not there. And I think those who have joined from other Toastmasters clubs or as a guest must have a very good session, or they've enjoyed a lot. Let me take some feedback from who has joined. Stanley ma'am, can you give some insight about the session?
Yes. I found today's session extremely informative and very useful. Some of the tips were very, very insightful, in which I think I can incorporate in my daily life as well. And I would like to thank Panna for having me here today, and thank you everyone. The session was extremely useful, and Anurag for making the session very lively and energetic. And yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your feedback. It will help us to improve and do the needful in next sessions.
Thank you, Mr. Amrish.
And,
Excuse me,
can
sir.
we- Yes,
I couldn't unmute due to some technical problem.
Okay.
Just a second, sir. So,
Yes.
please, sir.
Yes, Sakshi, may I know from where you come to know about the Toastmasters and what you're doing?
Sir, I am an MBA grad. The link was shared by Toastmaster Akansha, and I grateful to her. Like, it was my first Toastmaster session, and I was the entire session and really learned a lot. Like when they were giving like feedbacks, and I have also pointed out some notes, like what are the things I have to improve, and in future I would like to join Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and hope to see you in the future meetings.
Yes.
And I'm sure you will have the great learning future also in futures also. And
Thank you.
we have guest. We have Satya Priya.
Am I audible?
Some feedback from your end.
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving me the platform. So it was a nice experience learning from the speakers, and after that speaking myself, and from the evaluators also, for how we should approach speaking generally, and the pointers that they gave. So I think that will be very useful in the coming future also. So thank you for giving us the platform today.
Okay, thank you for your feedback. And since we have the result with me, so now I'm announcing it. From category 1 role players, the award goes to the grammarian Kshitij. Competition to him for winning his role. And in second category role, category 2, the winner is our general evaluator of the day, who had done the crisp evaluation of everyone, DTM Satyajit Basu. A thunderous round of applause for him. We have Akanksha as our best speaker today. Many congratulations to her. And in evaluation, DTM Pannare is the winner for today's evening. Many congratulations, and thunderous round of applause for her. And I think I have given all the awards for today's evening. So now, hoping to everyone to see in the next. One more announcement is there that I have missed in the beginning. Our 100th meetings will be on 12th Feb, and I want each and everyone to participate and take roles, and we will have some fun session, some learning, some speeches to enjoy there. So I request everyone to make himself or herself available on 12th Feb. Now I officially close the meeting. Thank you.
Can we have everybody